Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today's topic that I wanted to do is called Reincarnation and Future Lives. So I will get right to the question. It says, I understand that people live their lives to learn lessons and raise their vibration. Maybe it is just my perception, but many times we read that people were famous, successful engineers or entertainers in this life and return in the next life living a similar life. But how often do people live their life as a police officer and then return as a farmer and then the next life as a homeless person or even a politician? Do people return and live completely different lives, or do they live the same lives many times over? Do you retain the same qualities in successive lives? Police officers help people, but so do nurses and psychologists. Does a pattern of helping others repeat itself? So when I tune into this question, when we're in spirit, we decide, along with the help of our guides, what kind of life we're going to live, down to the lessons we're going to learn, where we're going to be born, are we going to be male, female, who are our parents. All these different things are sort of predestined or arranged or agreed upon when we're in spirit before we incarnate. So when we incarnate, our life path is in some ways laid out. At least opportunities to learn the lessons we've decided upon are put in place, and we have fate and free will and all those different things that intervene, but there's a pathway that is basically opened up to us. And as a soul, when we're in spirit, we have residual memories and things that we're drawn to from past lives, and these emotions, they work along with things that we've predetermined that we want to work on and learn and experience to create themes within our life and even future lives. And that's most times. Every once in a while you'll have a life that feels uncharacteristic of maybe past themes, but you'll see general themes emerge, whether it's abandonment, whether it's maybe you want to help people, maybe your theme is to be powerful, successful, independent. There can be good things, there can be more low vibe things, but it's a theme that will be in your life that you'll notice, and you can do good or bad with those themes. And then I hear, to really self-analyze or think about this for your own self. Think about, why are you drawn to a specific career or hobby or an interest or a desire or even an obsession? And the example I got was, if you're drawn to money and you want financial independence, you might subconsciously seek out jobs that have a higher salary. You may or may not like the job, but the underlying tone is the money factor. And if you have an analytical mind, maybe you find yourself being drawn to engineering jobs, or maybe you're a medical scientist or a researcher or some kind of thing like that. It can be completely different careers, but you'll see a theme emerge. Maybe in the example that the question was, maybe you're a farmer in this life and you like living off the land and you're humble and very, don't need a lot of materialism around you. Maybe that's the thing that you covet, you value, and you find comfort with that. And the next life, maybe you're a homeless person. You're still living off the land. You're living a very meager life. You're very simplistic and very non-materialistic. Very different experience, but yet a similar theme. So ask yourself, what am I drawn to? Or what themes do I see emerging in my life? Because that can help you self-analyze what you're doing, and also help give you the, empowerment to change it if it's a path or a theme that you don't like. Acknowledge it and work on it. Maybe that's part of your lesson, is to do that, so you can absolve yourself of a lower vibe theme that you don't want to appear in the remaining part of this life or even a future life. I also get that karma plays a role, so there's a lot of different things in play here. And for example, the one that I got when I did the reading was, say you're a business person and you make dirty deals, and maybe you don't care if you harm people or not. You're just in it for the deal and the rush of the deal and the negotiation. But in the next life, you might find yourself also a very good talker. Maybe you're even a con man. Maybe you're still doing these dirty deals. But that's where karma plays a role. Maybe as part of this con man, you become a gambler and you end up harming your own self. So things do come full circle too. So I guess the biggest thing that I got from this that I thought was kind of interesting take was, there's a high vibe and a low vibe emotion or energy, I guess, tied to everything. So you can take something that might feel negative and turn it into a positive, and a positive can become a negative. It's all about balance. And at the conclusion of the reading, when I was doing this, I saw that so many variables, as I've described above, play a role in determining this life and future lives and themes and lessons we're going to learn. There's so many things that have to work in harmony for that to occur, but it does, because the universe's goal is to work in a balance. And I always talk about that: the light, the dark, the high vibe, the low vibe, even the yin yang, a perfect illustration of what I mean by that. So, the universe does work in mysterious ways, and it's not always clear how it's going to work out, but nonetheless it will. And that was all I had for this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a message, share me, like me, all these things. They help me out so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And again, this is Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.